Study Section 12, Evaluation of Trade Union Education. Introduction. In this study session, you'll be discussing how to evaluate trade union educational programs. To begin with, you will identify the roles of evaluation in the trade union programs. You will also explain the functions and purposes of evaluation. You will conclude the session by highlighting the instruments of evaluation under which you will discuss validity and reliability of evaluation. Learning outcomes. When you have studied this session, you should be able to describe how to evaluate trade union education. Evaluation of trade union education. Education, the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. Evaluation, the making of a judgment about the amount, number, or value of something assessment. Education, including trade union education, is considered an investment in human being in terms of the development of human resources, skills, motivation, knowledge, and the like. Evaluation of both the process and products of trade union education becomes imperative not only to acquaint stakeholders with the goings and knowledge in the whole education enterprise, but also, more importantly, to know as to what extent the goals of trade union education have been achieved. In short, it helps build an educational program, assess the achievement, and improve its effectiveness. It serves as an inbuilt monitor within the program to review from time to time the progress in learning. It also provides valuable feedback on the design and the implementation of the program. Thus, the role that evaluation plays in any trade union educational programs is significant. Role of evaluation in trade union educational program. The traditional view of the role of evaluation was very much restricted. It considered evaluation useful only for measuring the quantum of learning possessed by learners at the end of a course. The modern concept of evaluation assigns it a wider and more vital scope of use. It treats evaluation as one of the three major components of any educational program, the other two being the educational objectives and the learning experiences. Each of these components plays the dual role of the beneficiary and the benefactor, with the other two components. The effectiveness of the program depends on how effectively the dual role between the components is materialized. Put in this perspective, evaluation procedures serve as a tool not only to measure the extent of achievement of the educational objectives, but also to develop, review, and modify suitably the educational objectives and the learning experiences in an ongoing process. Of course, the evaluation procedures get developed, reviewed, and modified by the educational objectives and the learning experiences. Evaluation in trade union education, purposes and functions. Figure 12.1 assigns a key role to evaluation, no less significant than either of the other two constituents of the network. This may give you a broad suggestion as to evaluation. We have given below the most common purposes and the related functions for which evaluation is used within educational systems. 1. Diagnosis purpose. 2. Prediction purpose. 3. Selection purpose. 4. Grading purpose. 5. Guidance purpose. 6. Program evaluation. Types of evaluation. There are 6 identifiable types which are categorized on the purposes of evaluation. These include Table 12.1 types of evaluation. 1. Formal evaluation versus information evaluation. 2. Formative evaluation versus summative evaluation. 3. Continuous evaluation versus terminal evaluation. 4. Coursework evaluation versus examination evaluation. 5. Process evaluation versus product evaluation. 6. Internal evaluation versus external evaluation. Instrument for evaluation. The instrument used to evaluate any trade union educational program will depend on the objective of the evaluation and the type of program. In general, tests are administered to all learners, but the type of test again depends on what the evaluation intends to measure or assess. No matter the objective of the evaluation, the instrument used must be valid and reliable. But what are validity and reliability? Validity. Validity refers to how well a text measures what it is purported to measure. The concept of the validity of the text is primarily a concern for the basic honesty of the text. Honesty in the sense of doing what one promises to do. It is a concern for the relationship between the purpose set to achieve on the other hand, the efforts taken and the means employed on the other hand, and what this effort and means actually achieve. Perfection in terms of validity is hard to achieve. This is due to 1. The nature of learning, which is the subject of measurement, and 2. The nature of each number of factors that get involved in the measurement of learning. Types of validity. 1. Content validity. 2. Criterion-related validity. 3. Concurrent validity. And 4. Predictive validity. 5. Construct validity. 6. Face validity. We have said that an instrument for evaluation can be valid but may not be reliable. What then is reliability as an instrument used for evaluation? Reliability, it refers to the results obtained with an evaluation instrument and not to the instrument itself. An instrument may have a number of different reliabilities depending on the groups of subjects and the situation of use. Hence, it is more appropriate to speak of the reliability of the text scores or of the measurement. We should note that reliability is a necessary but not a sufficient condition for validity. Reliability, however, presents itself primarily statistical in nature. It may be expressed in terms of the amount of variation to be expected in a specific individual's score. Various types or approaches are applied to determine the estimate of reliability. These include 1. Measure of stability, 2. Measure of equivalence, 3. Measure of internal consistency, and 4. Scores reliability. Study section summary. In this study session, you discussed how to evaluate trade union education. In order to do this, you highlighted the roles of evaluation in trade union educational programs. You also went further by explaining the purposes and functions of evaluation with respect to trade union education. Finally, you concluded by describing the instruments of evaluation. This is the end of ADE 401. Thanks for listening.